Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Okay, well, and this is a little video talking about my cejilla, the wooden capos I've been making. Basically to show how you put them on. So, let's see if I can juggle all this. So this is what they look like. This is one with a center, what do you call them? Center peg. And this is one with one kind of on the side, like so. Yes, so. The center one's, I think, more traditional, but the side ones are popular. Well, sort of. I've only had 2 orders. But I've got lots if you want one. Anyway, basically this is just to show you how you put them on. Now these are traditional, and especially in flamenco circles, you need 2 hands, you need to move the guitar, get the guitar, you know, it's not like the one-handed Kaisers or whatever, you can just willy-nilly go wherever. It's so nice because the humidity's dropped, we've had some sun, and so I can bring my good guitar out to practice outside, and that's what I'm using today. Okay, so let's get to it. So I'll use the center one. So basically what I do is I hold it, so I have to, I have to juggle this somehow. Okay, this should work. So what I do is I'll take the cejilla, we'll just say capo, and put it over where I want it placed, right? And then I'll hold it with my finger, take the peg, which is carefully tapered to fit, and I turn it in a anti-clockwise, counterclockwise motion. And basically just snug it down. That's it. Make sure that there's leather on the back, make sure that's right underneath and not kind of kilter like that. I mean, that's not the end of the world, but it'll stick better. And if you don't already know, you kind of want the capo to go down just enough to not buzz. Let's actually loosen it so it's a bit buzzy. Okay. So that's not the way. So we're going to tighten that down a bit. A little bit more, I think. Yeah, that's it. It's not clamped down onto the fingerboard. That's my main point. Like I can see air between, eh? I think that's the nice thing about an adjustable capo is that, you know, ones with really hard springs might just clamp. Anyway, whatever works for you, it works for you. And I've yeah, that's good. I've played with this type of capo lots of times, so I love them. But they do, you know, you have to take the guitar and hold it in 2 hands. It works well for if you're sitting, you know. If you're standing, I guess you'd have a strap. I don't know, a little awkward if you're standing, I would say, but probably could be done. Yeah, so I love them. It's really aesthetic is what I love about them. I love that I make them too, so that's good. And you can make them yourself. They're pretty easy to make. The only tricky part is the taper on the peg, but you could, like I made a shaver, and I do these ones to a violin taper, which is how I do the flamenco pegs or the tuning pegs as well. It's kind of tricky, but you could actually do it by hand and just fit it. It will work. Eventually, probably the taper will wear out. I guess replacing the pin is the best way. I don't know. I think it'll last a long time as it is, you know, so I gotta... Anyway, so it just works great, you know. I don't usually go much higher than, gee, I don't know. Let's see how it is in, actually I usually go to 4th is usually my highest, but Let's go up to 5, see how she works. Oh, also, there's grooves, right? Oh, here's another thing. I make them to fit my guitars, right? And pretty standard size at the moment. This is a 52 mil width nut here, and you'll see. I don't know if you can see, but there's a groove here where the um, the the string lies along at both ends actually. Although this bottom end I glue down a bit, so I mean that'll come off, but that's fine. It's mostly to keep the leather bit in check. But could be a bit tighter. You know, by not clamping, because part of the issue with a capo is that your tuning's going to change, right? You probably have to adjust it to a degree, but you know, if you're just taking it down as far as you need it, there'll be less adjustment needed. Yeah, so I guess that's about it. The other thing is, to get it on, you have to take the peg out, right? And then the peg just fits in, like so. Counterclockwise. Here's my single one. The single ones are kind of nice because they kind of stay out of the way, you know, where the peg is. Sometimes you might have an issue with strings. Like, you don't want the string to be tucked up against the capo itself because it'll keep it from snugging in, right? Anyway, it basically works the same way. These are a little bit lower profile. And generally, even on the center ones, I kind of cut away here. Kind of where this part of your hand sits, eh? So, do you know what I mean? So I just cut that a bit, so because when you're playing lower down on the frets, your hand tends to cross over a bit, right? It's Mother Nature. It's nature. Sorry, that's out of tune already. Yeah, so hope that's informative enough. Just email me if you need more clarification. And I sell them on my website. I'll put the link on this YouTube and Facebook. And also, 2 things. I have an Indiegogo fundraiser going right now to help me buy a new dehumidifier. And that is a necessity where I live. And the one I have just broke down on me, so I need to get a new one, but I can't afford it. Anyway, whatever. So I have a fundraiser going. Right. So if you'd like to contribute to that cause, that'd be great. Be a lifesaver. The other thing is, this is my own guitar, Red Mountain Cedar. I didn't put a center strip on this one because I just loved the way the grain came together. This one's not for sale, although, you know, I suppose if someone really wanted it. But this one, my plan is to keep for myself. But I have another really beautiful one for sale on my website too, if you'd like to have, if you're interested. It's also flamenco. Yeah. Should I play something? Ugh. Woo! Out of tune. left my guitar out to, because it's like 70% here and 55% in the case. Anyway, hopefully it won't explode on me. Yeah, anyway, so I've got an instrument for sale, and I love them. I need to sell them so I can make more. Yeah. Okay, thanks for having to watch and listen, and hope that informs everyone about the cejilla. Ciao.